Hi everyone, so today is December 21st, 2019. I'm going to be filming my first video in Global MapleStory North America. I started a new character here. His name is BaptistJohn, and he's playing in the Reboot world in Global MapleStory. So you're welcome to add me if you want, or get in touch with me somehow. I'll be providing more information on myself later on as time goes on. But currently I'm still pretty new here, so if you know anything about MapleStory, this is kind of a pretty noob level for me. I'm about level 23 right now, which is pretty easy to get to. But I'm having a lot of fun with it so far, and I just kind of want to share my journey so far, and kind of you know, if anybody has any interest in what I'm doing, that'd be great. Otherwise, you're welcome to just watch and be entertained by me playing MapleStory. So, yeah, so I think what I'm going to try and do with this character is kind of play him like an honest quest fulfillment character, someone who just kind of tries to complete the game. Like, I want this character to kind of be really strong, but also like an honest character, not one that just is leeching and grinding 24/7 to try and level up, because I don't think that's what the point of this game is. The game's changed a lot. Back in the day, it used to take a real long time to even get to the level I'm at right now. It used to take, to level 23, it could take hours. But today, no, that's not the case. I mean, you can get to my level right now in maybe 10 minutes if you really know what you're doing. Maybe even less, actually. So, I mean, you can find videos of that. Just look at Korean MapleStory KMS, and you're sure to find characters leveling up to level 200 in, I've seen in like 10-20 minutes, which is unbelievable. Which, I mean, it's hard to do. You have to have certain things going for you to do that, but I mean, the fact that you can do that is kind of amazing, because back in the day, nobody was level 200. I mean, if you were level 150, like, you were the best of the best, and everybody was trying to catch up to you. So you had Tiger, you had Fangblade, you had Sushi, and you had other characters as well. So they were all around like just in the 130 to 150 range. It was really unheard of to be beyond that, but now I guess they've increased the leveling cap to 275, which is nice, and they've made it a lot easier. They made it a lot easier to level up. It's a lot easier now than it ever was, and I kind of like the game. You know, a lot of people still complain, say, "Oh, bring back the old MapleStory," but I really think that they've optimized this game in many ways. I just wish there was more people playing, because if there was more people playing, then that would really make this game better. But this is also a different era now. When MapleStory first came out, this was 2003. This was in Korea, and I believe it came to Global MapleStory in North America in about 2005 or 2006. So it's been a long time. This game has been around for a long time. And the fact that it's been able to survive so long, and really it's still like the same concept. Like, you still have the same pixels, you still have everything. The concept of the game is the exact same as it always was. It's just been modified slightly over the years. But I have a lot of fun with it. You know, it's if there's more people playing, I think that's the only upside really that I could really say that really needs to be improved on. But other than that, I mean, it's a lot of fun. I mean, this isn't my first character on this level too, so I've also leveled up a Night Lord now to almost 130, but I'm kind of giving up on that because that character was just kind of just a side thing. I kind of want to really make this guy my main, or I have a Ho Young that's also I'm looking to make my main. But this guy is interesting. I really like his name, BaptistJohn. Now, if you don't understand history, BaptistJohn was a very prominent figure around the time of Jesus. He was the one who baptized Jesus in the Jordan River. And some people believe that, you know, he was one of the greatest prophets to have lived. So I don't know, I just feel like having this name is right, because I think he was a healer, and why not, you know, make a priest class for him, a class that heals. So that's what I hope this class is going to be. I hope it's going to be a healing class, a class that can buff parties. And yeah, I just think it'd be cool. I don't think there's a lot of priests nowadays. I see a lot of what do I see a lot of? I mean, I still see a lot of thieves. I see shadow warriors, night lords. I see ice lightning mages, Ho Youngs because of the new class. I've seen some bishops, but not many. So I think it's kind of an underrated class and kind of much needed, right? Because I mean, there's not many healing classes in the game, so I think it might be the only healing class in the game. So I figure, hey, why not? You know, why not play this class? So besides this character, I mean, I don't want to just focus on MapleStory all the time because, you know, this isn't. There's a lot more to me than, you know, what I'm showing you in this game. I mean, this is just me playing this game. But you know, maybe once in a while I'll start throwing in some other things like news stories that I've heard of and try to keep everybody informed on, you know, my opinion on different news topics. I mean, the biggest thing right now is probably Donald Trump. Everybody's saying he's going to be impeached, but I mean, in reality, he's not going to be impeached because people have been saying this since day one he's been in office. It's almost the end of year 4 now. I mean, the next election is coming and people are still saying he's going to be impeached, but I mean, how many years does it need to be before he's actually impeached? I mean, I don't think he's going to be impeached. In my opinion, he hasn't done really very much wrong. I think he kind of took over a corrupt system and he's kind of improving it. And today in the news, I mean, they talked about the new creation of the Space Force. So I mean, that's pretty amazing. The fact that we've come so far, we now have a Space Force that, you know, if you're interested in space and you want to work in, and yeah, you want to work in space and you want to focus on that, because I used to do that, but I moved on to different things. But I just think it's really cool that, you know, he's actually brought that concept into reality. So yeah, it's kind of impressive to me, anyways. Maybe not in everybody. I mean, a lot of people don't like him. Maybe because he's cocky. Maybe because he's you know, had, you know, affairs in his life with other women. But I mean, he hasn't really done anything too far out there, at least that we know. I mean, we know that the whole Jeffrey Epstein, the pedophilia ring, I mean, he wasn't a part of that from what I'm aware of. He was the one who banned Jeffrey Epstein from coming to Mar-a-Lago and his parties back in like 2000, like mid 2000s. So I mean, he's been away from Jeffrey Epstein for a while, and I don't think there's any dirt on Trump. So I just think he's been great so far, and I think it takes a lot of work to be as focused and as thick-skinned as he is. I mean, really, he's been put on the pedestal of the world, faced the most criticism that you can face. I don't know if you can face any more criticism than what Donald Trump's faced. I mean, he's been called every name that you can be called. I mean, there hasn't been a name that you can call him that he hasn't been called. And he just seems to, he doesn't flinch. He just keeps going and going and going. And he's basically like a machine. And I think that's really something people can look up to, right? Because I think in life, many people, they get criticized for whatever they're doing, and then they just take that into account, and they just quit what they're doing. They just forget that, hey, you know, I was on the right track. I was doing something right for once. But a lot of people just give up. So, you know, if Trump was that kind of person, he would have been out of the office long ago. But I think he's honestly doing the right thing. I think he kind of came in at a time when things weren't going well. I mean, if you look at the economy, it was kind of going down. People were worried about healthcare. People were worried about businesses. Businesses were leaving the country. But now you have all these businesses coming back to America because they know they're more profitable now. And yeah, So one of the things about this game though. Here, one sec. I'm gonna update my character. So I'm making this a luckless mage. I know that's kind of not a new concept nowadays, but back in the day that was, because a lot of the equipment that you could wear you had to have a certain amount of luck. So I'm gonna pull it up that in a second right here. So if I, one second. Yeah. So back in the day, you had to have a certain amount of luck in order to wear certain amounts of equipment. So it was rare to be luckless. There's only maybe like 4 or 5 pieces or 4 or 5 weapons you can wear up until the end game if you went luckless, because the only one was like the maple staff at level 30, and you would have to use that maple staff at level 30 for like up till like level 80 or something like that. So like you don't want to be using a level 30 weapon at level 70, level 75. But nowadays they've actually omitted the whole luck requirement for equipment for the most part, so it really doesn't make any sense putting any of my AP into that, because the more AP I put into luck, the less AP I have available for my intelligence. And intelligence is really the damage maximizer and also just the overall effect maximizer, so why not just maximize everything with int? So that's what I'm doing there. In terms of skills, now I have 6 points here. Yeah, so far I maxed MP boost because I want to maximize my MP. That was the first thing, that was the most important thing. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna max out Magic Guard, and then I'll kind of increase this up a little bit. So Magic Guard is a nice skill because it actually, instead of taking damage to your HP, it takes your MP. And as a priest, I'm not gonna have a whole lot of HP, to be honest. It's gonna be, if you look at right now, I'm only a level 24, so I'm very newbie. Yeah, I'm very newbie, but I only have 640 health points, and I have 4,147. So you can see probably as the game progresses how much more MP I'm gonna have. Like maybe like 20,000 MP versus 500 HP. Yeah. So one sec. I'm gonna sell all this equipment here. I got all this random equipment that I don't need. Alright, well, it's not letting me leave this place, so one second. Alright, so I think I'm going to Hennessy's. So this is Hennessy's now. So Hennessy's, if people didn't know what Hennessy's was, Hennessy's is the major... it's the major hotspot of MapleStory, pretty much. I mean, if you can be any level and kind of come here, and everybody's here. Like everybody's hanging out. Not everybody, but a lot of people say like you're a henny ho, right? Because you're a ho, you just kind of hang out in Hennessy's, and everybody's just trying to show off their necks. Now, I don't spend money on this game at the moment, and I don't plan on it because I think money can be spent better areas, but I do support this game, so I will consider in the future maybe spending a little bit, but not really. I don't, I think we're living in a world of poverty for the most part. I mean, some people are very wealthy, but if you do have money, you're probably doing something you don't want to be doing. It's rare for somebody to have a lot of money and doing something that they want to be doing, because a lot of things that people want to do aren't profitable nowadays. So I think there's better ways to spend my money, but at the end of the day, like, this game is basically just pixels, and honestly, the game changes so much over time. Like, why spend money on it, right? So I mean, I think it also makes it more of a battle. It makes it more of a struggle. So I'm gonna walking around here. I'm walking around Hennessy's, And I'm just trying to show people what it's like. I mean, you got, look at this, you got all these people. I'm gonna click on this person. So they're all like high levels. They all like to be like level 200 plus. And they like to show off to the noobs like me. Like they think I'm a noob. I'm walking around here, right? This guy's like, oh wait, but I'm in a Venice guild, so that's kind of a cool name, but I don't even have an emblem, so I'm still kind of a noob. And these people are just pumped that I'm just checking them out because they just know, oh yeah, I'm elite, and that guy's a noob. Talking about me, right? I'm the noob. They're elite. And that's a fun time for them. Look at this guy, Buzzed, on in the Korean guild. So he's max negative fame. I don't know how he got that, but he got it. And he's level 250. He just sits here. I don't know why he's doing that, but he just sits there all day. He's been there for a while. Alright, I'm gonna change the song here, okay? Because it's kind of getting repetitive. So 1 second here. I mean, what kind of music you guys like? I'm just gonna share music I like because this is my channel. So I mean, it makes sense, right? Why not play what I like? So many good songs. Yeah, I think at the end of this video, I'm gonna post links to the artists. So if you like the music, you can support them and actually buy it or buy Spotify, because I mean all this music is basically available on Spotify. I know it's a pay as you go kind of thing, but it's a pretty good service. I do miss the days where you actually had to go to the store and purchase real music, but I mean we're living the internet days now. And that's kind of the problem with MapleStory, is the fact that there's so much competition. That's what I was trying to get at earlier, is that back in the day when MapleStory was starting out, there wasn't a whole lot of MMOs that were competing against it, especially a 2D MMO. I mean, you got World of Warcraft, you have Guild Wars. Nowadays, I can say Elder Scrolls Online. There's so many. Okay. Yeah, so another thing that's changed a lot. So I already have 136,000 mesos, which is a lot for the level I'm at, and the fact that I have no funding. I'm sorry, I'm just all over the place right now. I'm gonna go back to what I was saying. So what I was saying is that when MapleStory first started out, there was hardly any competition for the MMO marketplace, right? You had World of Warcraft, you had this. But now there's just so many games that a lot of people just feel like MapleStory is just kind of outdated and they just kind of move on to new things. But for me, I don't know, I think MapleStory is great. Like, you can't really get better. Like, there's just so much in this game. And it's unlimited, right? You can just, I gotta sell all this. There's just so much, really, that it's never ending. And everybody wants to play a game that's never ending. I mean, not really, but yeah. And this song I'm playing now is from the video game Kingdom Hearts 2. Very good song. Feel free to leave anything in the comments, any suggestions about what you feel like I should be doing, but I'm going to be kind of being all over the place. That's kind of my plan. I just kind of want to have a hobby here that it's kind of cool. Like, I've never really been on YouTube before, and yeah, I've never been on YouTube really. I've never had my own channel on YouTube. And yeah, I just thought it'd be cool to try out and see where it takes me. But I don't really have any big plans. Like, this is mostly a personal thing, more so than anything else. Yeah, and I kind of want to help people who might be looking to get into MapleStory and kind of don't know where to go because maybe they've either never played before or they've been away for the game for so long that they need to get reacquainted with it. So hey, I'm here to help. Yeah, I'm here to help basically. So we'll see. So I'm selling. So this is the thing. Everything in Reboot World, the XP and the message drop rate and the item drop rate are all highly increased. Like it's a lot easier now, as I said earlier. It's a lot easier to level. It's a lot easier to collect mesos. But they have this new thing. So it's called potential. And okay, I got a pet here, so that's great. I want to open that in a little bit. But going back to potential, so certain objects have potential. This wasn't always a thing in MapleStory. When I first started playing, potential was not a thing. There was no such thing as potential. So when I recently started playing again, it was something I had to understand. So what potential is, essentially, is every item has a certain potential. It's self-explanatory, right? There's hidden potential in the item, and you have to take a magnifying glass to uncover what that hidden potential is. And sometimes you get really good potential, and that just it's great when that happens, and it really helps out because it can boost your damage stats and everything else. So I'm uncovering right now. What I'm doing is I'm taking all the equipment that I have potential and just uncovering it just to see, like, hey, what is the potential? And right now I've gotten pretty terrible things. So you can see in this brown Doris robe that the potential is max HP plus 1%, and the defense is plus 15. Like, that's not what I'm looking for. And you can see the attack increase is not great, but I'll wear it. Why not? Because it boosts my stats a little bit. But actually, no, it doesn't, because that's a full outfit. Alright, so let's see this hat. This hat has potential. So far everything's been really bad. I mean, this is still really early on in the game, so I mean, really nothing matters right now. But I have so much equipment. Back in the day, you wouldn't be collecting this much equipment from meso drops or from monster drops. It just wasn't a thing. Like, it was really rare to get a item drop. You would have to be grinding for hours and hours and hours and hours just to get a taste of any, like, real good equipment. But look, I got some good ones. So one sec, I gotta sell all of this. This is all. The thing I hate about it is because you don't want to sell the junk. It all really is junk, but so I'm just selling a lot of this. One second. It's junk. This is kind of borderline junk. I don't know if I should keep earrings. If somebody wants to, like, leave a comment down below. Sometimes I keep my capes and my earrings because they used to be really valuable back in the day, even if they had no stats. Just having a cape and earring, like, just to maybe scroll and improve, like, that's just good. It's just good to have those because, you know, it wasn't always, yeah, it wasn't always easy to find earrings and capes. They're rare drops, but nowadays they just drop like easy. It's just, so I'm emptying out my equip slots here. I don't know if I should keep this purple muffler outfit. Like, it's kind of cool. I'll put it on right now. Right, it's not bad. But I always like having like the very beginner stuff because it just reminds you of when you started. And you can throw it on to pretend to be a noob even when you get to higher levels. So that's not good. This one's good. So that's what I need to wear. Alright, so should I wear white or blue? Go white. And then I can basically sell everything else. So this is basically junk now. Nah, I'm not gonna sell that. Oh, I got that red headband, I gotta cover that. Yeah, that's pointless. Alright, time to sell it. I really hate though, because they have so many equipment drops now that when I'm trying to look at all my equipment and sell it, it's just kind of like, what's the junk, what isn't the junk, and it just takes a while, like as you can see. All this just takes a while to uncover, like what's junk, what isn't junk. But really, 95% is junk. %95 of the equipment in here is like just junk. I'm never gonna use it, so. But here, I'm gonna reorganize here and just make sure I have good things. I think that's junk too, actually. Put it there. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that. Alright, yeah, I just kind of want to make this character though, BaptistJohn. Feel free to add me. Yeah, I'll be working on him. Yeah, I hope I can find other. There we go. I got a snail pet. That's great. I just gotta buy some pet food for him. But yeah, feel free to add me. I'm looking for friends on here. I don't really, I don't know a whole lot of Maple players, but I used to play way back in the day. So way back, I'm talking about before high school. I'm talking easily over 10 years ago. Maybe even 15, almost 15 years ago. That's how long ago I played this game. But it's a game that's always stuck with me for so long. And is it freezing up here? Nope. Yeah, it's a game that's really stuck with me for so long because I think there really isn't a game out here that can imitate this game. I mean, the art style in this game is just amazing. Like, it's not like high quality graphics, but you can just tell like there was just so much thought put into every little thing. Like, just look, like, and I'm not blaming Nexon, but I'm really upset that they just they ruined a lot of things. And they've been trying to recover over the years, but it's been tough. And I feel like with Reboot though, they're just trying to get a little bit on track. I do obviously have a little bit of complaints, but I mean nothing really too big. But yeah, no, when the game first came out, it was just completely run by Wizet, and this was a Korean gaming company in South Korea. And they kind of created this game, and it's really an amazing game. And there was only 4 classes, and there was only 3 jobs for each class, or 3 job advancements. So, like, let's say if I was becoming, so this class I'm becoming now is one of the oldest ones. The priest is one of the oldest classes, and if you want to be, that was the highest you'd be as a priest. Like, you go to, I believe it was magician. And then it was like cleric, and then it was priest, something like that. Yeah. Here's Ilbies. You can even buy Ilbies now in the store. Now this was unheard of back in the day. Back in the day, if you want to buy Ilbies, it was 10 mil and it was being sold in the free market, but they don't have the free market in the Reboot world, and that's what they need to bring back. Nexon needs to figure out how to bring the free market back into this game, this reboot world, while also kind of maintaining what they kind of have going for it right now, because they have a lot of good things going for it. Now if I open the channel, like, it's starting to get more populated. People are coming back to play. Yeah, people are coming back to play, and you can tell that there's a lot of traffic that's coming in. So if you look at the other worlds with the free market, there's not as much traffic, and there's a reason why that is. It's because the game isn't as fun over there. So you want to play where the game's fun. And I just want to see what my character's face looks like here. So where's the equipment tab? There we go. So if I take off my hat, I mean, what do you guys think? That's what my character looks like, BaptistJohn. Honestly, I like it. That's BaptistJohn. Feel free to leave any comments, any suggestions as to how I should improve my character, because I'm open to all suggestions, even if you're new to the game. What do you think? I'm just honestly making this video. What do you think? And maybe I'll start making videos every day in the future and just kind of show an update of my character. It might help me also motivate me to kind of improve this guy. There's a lot of load times out here right now, because I'm in Genesis. Maybe I'll change the channel. Maybe I'll change the channel here. Real lag right now. But yeah, I might stop it here for now. I'll make another video tomorrow. Feel free to give me any suggestions. You can add me. I might not be on this character right now. You can add me on any of my 3 characters. I have 3 characters. I'll post them in the suggestion box down below. Yeah, just looking to connect with people, similar-minded people, people who are passionate about things outside of MapleStory, but also enjoy, you know, kind of relaxing and playing this game too, because I think it is fun. You get to interact with many people, and you kind of get to see many things about yeah, everything. So I mean, yep, just I guess that's it for me today. Give me a shout out, add me. I'll post my other in-game names. Down below, and those guys just disappeared. Yep, I'll post my other in-game names down below. Feel free to give me an ad. Take care. Hope you have a good day and a good break for the holidays. All right, take care. See ya. Bye.